another 8-minute video on network marketing, and we're talking about personal growth this week. That's kind of crazy talking about personal growth. You spent all of last month talking about the harvest, January through April. Aren't we supposed to just be, reaping in the harvest? Sure, sure, definitely. This is the harvest season in network marketing, January through April. That doesn't mean the rest of the year isn't great. Let me tell you how my mind works. Some of you might appreciate this. In my past, excuse me, in my past, I have served as the CEO and president of several large uh, national hospitality companies. You know the brand names that I've previously run, and great, I'm a self-made guy. You know, if you cobbled all my college together, it might be 3 years. I just had this ability to make money, and being in college was like, was I was already tending bar in Fort Lauderdale, making more money than my father um, at the age of 18. But how did I tend bar at 18? There was this little window of opportunity where the legal drinking age in Florida a long time ago was 18. That didn't last very long, but so that's how I got into hospitality. I was going to school for a while longer after that, and I've gone back to school 3 times. But this isn't really a lesson about school. It's a lesson about teachability, right? So, I mean, I was just a rational guy. Look, I'm a hustler. I can make money, and I'm smart, and I'm a likable guy. I'm making, back then $100 to $200 a night in tips. And what the heck am I doing in school? Now, I wasn't negative on school, but here's what I had was a thirst for learning. Always, always like learning things that are going to help me be better. Um, and I remember so well early on having this desire to grow. I was in a chain of nightclubs, eventually becoming a nightclub general manager, and eventually, taking on bigger properties and stuff like that. But so as I was having this desire to grow and get more responsibility, I just kind of knew I needed to start reading books. I needed to do things to better myself because I would. Here's how I was motivated. I had this weird guilt. I had this guilt for a long time that I didn't finish college. But yet, in every endeavor, I was going up against college boys, and I was always outperforming them and always getting, promoted. So even though I had the guilt, but see, the guilt worked as, my motivation for personal growth. Okay, I didn't go to school. Okay, well, let me really learn things that will help me be successful. I never thought in terms of if I become more, I'll get more. I didn't think that way. I just thought I got to have an edge on everyone I'm competing for top jobs. And those CEO jobs I had, the the first one, running a big company based out of Dallas, Texas. Man, I started as a manager in training in that company and ended on the top of that company. Now, I don't end up on the top of that company surrounded by people who are MBAs, surrounded by people who are, really smart, unless I had been doing things to improve myself. And I so remember, like, reading Stephen Covey things. And here's a concept from Stephen Covey: start with the end result in mind. Let me repeat that one for you. That kind of a statement out of one Stephen Covey book, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Start with the end result in mind. If that one thing that I learned had a huge impact on my careers, on my income, on my personal growth. See, what I immediately attached to was, okay, know exactly where you're going. Now work backwards from there. That's a simple thing I learned, right? You know, when I first started reading, and I've read it multiple times, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. I was getting promoted. I was growing. You know, when I got into network marketing, you know, people talked about the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. Of course, Think and Grow Rich. Um, Other leadership books, other selling things books, Jeffrey Gitmore and other successful people. And then I started following the most successful people on the planet Earth in network marketing. Art Jonak, Randy Gage, Matt Morris, many, many others. Um, Big time people, big time people. Now, at the same time, I'm in network marketing and I have iconic leaders in the company that I was with at this time who also provided massive value. So I went into network marketing already understand. I already had all the John Maxwell books. I had shelves of leadership books. I had shelves of interpersonal skills, presentation skills, speaking skills. I had already had all that stuff. That was already there. Then I come into network marketing. Now I had a big adjustment to make because I was always the boss. So I had to learn about leading a volunteer army, but I learned how to lead a volunteer army. I made a lot of mistakes in that process, but I've learned. But what I've found out is, let's take a book, for example. Somebody takes, say, a year to research and to write a book, right? And it's $20. It's a book, maybe hard copy, soft copy, maybe you get a used copy. So you go into that book, you don't have to do that year of research. You don't have to do all the things that it took to put that together. But you get the knowledge and wisdom out of that book, especially, and this is the key, and this is the whole point of today's video. And I believe this. Everything, write this down. Everything you do gets you closer to or further from your goals. Let me repeat that. Everything you do gets you further from or closer to your goals. So that's in the background there. That's written down. It was on my refrigerator, that statement, for a long time. And I'm in health and wellness. So that helped me change my eating, right? Okay, I can eat a burger and fries once, it's not going to kill me. If I eat burger and fries every day, it'll kill me. Or the cholesterol will kill me, or however you want to say that, right? But I mean, if I have a choice between having, you know, a couple of cookies to deal with my blood sugar issue, or to have a banana and some peanut butter, half a banana, too much sugar in a whole banana, um, and peanut butter and some natural, or in a half a banana. If I have a choice, right? I got to choose that. Now I'm still going to get my sweet tooth fixed, but I'm not going to be getting all that extra sugar. So here's my whole point to all of this. If everything you do gets you closer to and further from your goals, then an hour on Netflix, is that getting you closer to or further from? Right. An hour watching YouTube videos, let's say you want to go big time in our industry, watching an hour, even a week of watching TED Talk videos on any subject so you can critique presentation and speaking skills and communication skills from various. By the way, they have TED Talks on speaking and presentation skills and communication skills. They have TED Talks on everything. And so there was probably 2 or 3 years in my journey where I watched at least 1 to 2 TED Talks every day. And eventually, because of that, I'm speaking on stages with 15 to 20,000 people in the room. Never, I'm a normal person. That kind of stuff could get you anxious. But because I had watched so many videos, when my moment came, I was able to take care of it. I've read so many books on networking and building relationships, business relationships, that when my time came, I was able to take advantage of it. You know, there watching a movie, The Godfather has every answer in life in it, as we men like to say. But, watching a movie, while it's an escape and relaxation is important, I can't name very many movies that paid me. I could name countless books, countless videos, countless, well, I could probably count of all of them, but a lot, maybe 100 different seminars I've been to throughout my adult life that put money in my pocket, built my business, made me a better person. And I'm so grateful for that. You see, I know everyone lives at the fork of the road. And the fork of the road is, you know, is it easy to watch a YouTube video? Sure. What do you got to do? Get on the elliptical and put in your ear pods and just get exercised and improve. That's easy. But it's easy not to do it too. It's real easy. I'm just as guilty. I can fall into different traps. I got caught up in all this election nonsense, and that was a distraction that didn't pay me and won't pay me. And so I fought my way back out of that because I'm a human. I'm going to do things that, make mistakes. But see, I have ridiculous goals, ridiculous dreams, and I know everything I do gets me closer to or further from my goals. So I have to start putting down certain things again. Have to keep those disciplines in place. So there's a lot here. I'm going to share more about personal growth, but let's finish with this, shall we? Everything you do, everything, everything, everything matters.